Speed limit 12.5. Oh, I can do you one better. I can absolutely do you one better. Oh, bam! Ha ha ha. 12.3 miles an hour. Let's see if you can one-up that one, internet. This Christian mom hates Garfield. But why? What did Garfield do to the Christian mother population? I still don't know. What do vegans eat after a heavy night out? Imagine being in a taxi home thinking, I can't wait to get home and demolish that cabbage. Yeah, that does sound uniquely unsatisfying. Of course, as a guy that eats meat, it's not like I'm in a taxi on my way home thinking, oh, I can't wait to eat that ground beef. I know what you're saying. I know. See, DJ Barney, you're not watching this video right now, but I want you to know that I get you. I understand you, okay? I'm not willfully ignorant to the joke you're trying to get across. Believe me. And to the rest of you out there watching, yeah, I am still sick. God dang it. Something's off about them, but you're not sure what it is. Starter pack. God, the two in the middle really freak me out. We should just move them closer together. Oh, that's better. Is between 20 and 30 and dresses like they're 65. Is sort of smiling all the time, but it's not an expression of happiness. Oh, those Velcro shoes. Something about it, man. Something about it. Then again, that is the point of this starter pack, is it not? You have to come to terms with the fact that realistically, in a post-apocalyptic world, there's a 99% chance you'll die from diarrhea after drinking bad water. And you'll never get a chance to wear football armor and make a machete out of duct tape and a lawnmower blade or whatever. You know, that is unfortunately true. Whether I get dysentery and crap myself to death, or tetanus, something bad is probably gonna happen, and I don't get to be a part of the fun part of the apocalypse. Someone I know accidentally added oregano to their coffee instead of cinnamon, and had to carefully scoop it out with a spoon. This person is a fool and a disgrace, and I have lost all respect for them. Was it you? It was someone I know very well. The details do not matter. It was you. How do I get one of those jobs that aren't real? Where I send an email and then go to a meeting and then draft an email and then leave work and get paid $98,000 a year and have a badge on a little cord that says Senior Deputy Analytics Coordinator Supervisor of Marketing and Sales. Yeah, I gotta say, Hollywood has really given us a strange impression of office jobs and what people who work them actually do. I guarantee you, though, you can get yourself far up enough the ladder to get this kind of job at some point, right? So what do? Nothing. And I get a raise? Hell yeah. People from states with nice roads may never understand what it's like hitting a pothole so hard that your soul leaves your body for a moment, and you feel an obligation to audibly apologize to your car. Yep, I don't think that states have nice roads, though. I don't think that's possible. I've never been to a city where at least half the roads aren't complete garbage, especially if it's a place where it will snow. You know, that's the worst part. But hey, I hit a pothole that destroyed my car's wheel recently. That sucked, girlfriend. Why do you bring me to the beach for every date? Me, desperately trying to get stung by a jellyfish so she'll piss on me. The ocean's just so romantic, I guess. Didn't that turn out to be a myth? You know what, at this point, why don't you just ask her to pee on you if that's what you want so bad? Think about it, dude. Just ask. What do you do if you know your girlfriend's hiring people to kill you, but have no solid proof other than connecting all the dots since October of 2022? That's a great question. Now, I wouldn't take my advice, because I don't have any real advice for you. But at this point, it couldn't hurt to confront her, not accuse, but confront her with these dots you've connected and say, hey, I know we're going through a rough patch, but you don't have to kill me. We can just break up. That's okay. Piracy lore is crazy because there's like only 3 people that know how to crack Denuvo DRM, and one of them's a turbo transphobe that speaks like a JRPG villain, and her rival is a trans girl that goes by the alias of Fit Girl. The third person only cracks football games. I need to learn more about this world. What the hell's going on? Okay, Tom Holland is cute and all, but he constantly looks like he's hiding a frog in his mouth, and it's uncomfortably hopping around in there. But he can't open his mouth or the frog's gonna escape. I mean, I wouldn't say a frog jumping around in his mouth. It looks like he might just be holding some water in there, and that's about it, at most. Also, I'm not gonna sit here and comment on how Tom Holland is or isn't cute, or how goofy he holds his face or whatever, because I know damn well I'm not in the same league as that dude. So I'm not gonna sit here with my ugly-ass body and face talking about Tom Holland and his mouth frog. If a woman stole semen and impregnated themselves with it, Would that be considered child kidnapping, and could they go to jail for it? I'm pretty sure that's quite illegal to do. Stealing of someone's bodily fluids without permission so that you can use it to impregnate yourself? I don't know. Sounds like a crime you could go to jail for to me. Every foundation that matches my natural skin color is called something like porcelain, ultra fair, ghostly young boy, he is very sick, look at his skin, he's so sick. Corpse of a woman from 1800s who died from being too pale. Yes, us white folk have to deal with the darndest things, don't we? Brain tastes like ice cream. Oh, strawberry ice cream or vanilla. Kinda like peach ice cream, but a bit more jelly and saltier. Hey, wait a minute! Whose brain have you been eating? Who you been munching on? Can't believe zombies are allowed to post on Reddit again. This is getting out of hand. If you got the top of a mountain after 2 days of rain and lost your food along the way, and you peek your head over the top and someone punches you in the face, what's your reaction? What? Dude, I don't care about the setup. If someone punches me in the face, my reaction's gonna be, ow, why the hell did you do that? Excuse me? Something I learned from trail hiking is if you're ever lost in the woods, do not panic. Do not go off trail. Just loudly and clearly say, Elon Musk is not a genius, and several of the most unscrewable men alive will appear out of nowhere to call you poor. Then you can follow them to the parking lot where their Tesla exploded. Then you can make your escape, right? Or you can just say, oh no, a bunch of times and, well, actually, I think you need a wall for that, so the Kool-Aid Man's not going to be jumping through the woods. Sorry, what? Provided for your convenience by the Portobello Public Pencil Sharpening Project. The what? Does my city have a pencil sharpening project? Because that's great. That's very useful. We all carry our pencil, right? Sex is cool, but have you ever made a joke at a dinner party that bombed and you felt bad, but then the host of the party pulled you aside later and said it wasn't your fault the joke bombed? It's just that Kate's brother died in a skiing accident, so skiing jokes are off bounds. Nick, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry they didn't tell you that, but at least you know now, so that's good. That's good. Not your fault, though. Worm eats dirt. Bird eats worm. Man eat bird. Notice that at each level of the food chain, about 90% of the energy is lost in the form of heat. We cut out the middlemen. Join me, eating dirt to become a being of pure energy. Eating dirt? Dude, I already ate plenty of fast food. That's worse. Oh, so I guess I would be doing myself a favor if I started eating dirt, huh? Love reading about men in history like, unfortunately, he never found a wife. His elaborate scarf collection sold for $1.2 million in 2011. He and his closest male friend, Chauncey, with whom he shared a bed, died within weeks of one another. They were known for their dinner parties, and the fact that they were the best of buddies. You'll grow up not ever really knowing if you deserve love, but one day you'll meet someone who loves you, and you'll be able to accept yourself. Then, once they really get to know you, they'll find you unbearable and leave. But the important thing is to stay hydrated. Frankie, thank you so much. I really appreciate you giving me existential horror. If you found a body floating in a river or lake, would you call the police? Who the hell else you gonna call? Ghostbusters? No, you found a dead body. Why don't you call law enforcement? They'll at least get a guy to come get the body out. Y'all ever just take a cold shower in the dark on all fours and groan pleasurably, pretending you're a wet rhino in the African savannah during the first rain in years? I feel like I've done something similar in my life, but not specifically a wet rhino on the African savannah during the first rain in years. No, I can't really relate to that part. My dream is to live in a secret room with a large corporate building complex. No one would know it's there, and I would siphon off water and electricity. I could scurry about at night when everyone else goes home, and sleep during the day. I would become a rat. You'd become Rat Man. Seems like a pretty good job, though. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm a little too loud. 7 deadly sins. Being horny online. Not tipping delivery drivers. Vaping. Being mean to animals. Eating with your mouth open. Football. Using Miracle Whip instead of mayo, and convincing your kids it's the same thing for 16 years. When it's not the same thing, Mom! That is true. That is true. I don't know anybody who actually uses Miracle Whip at all. I ate it as a kid, thought, okay. But as an adult, I have not met a single other person that uses it for anything at all. We all graduated to mayo, and we'll never go back. Sees somebody on Twitter who's more successful than me. I gotta get off this website. Switches to Instagram and sees someone hotter than me. And screw this app. Goes on Facebook and sees a guy I went to middle school with who's in jail for murder. Oh, there we go. Oh, thank goodness. I was getting worried. I was getting so scared for a moment. Valorant. Okay. I need help. Look, Edith told Alex she won't date anyone below 6 foot. Her ex was 6'1", alright? You're 6 foot. Next time you will her casually mention you're 6'1", bro. Then I send Nicholas to talk to her. He's 5'11", but he tells her he's 6 foot casually. She gets used to the idea of what 6 foot looks like. Then I send Charles to meet her. She already thinks 5'11" is 6, so she won't be able to differentiate between 5'11" and 5'10". Charlie tells her he's 6 foot. She gets used to 5'10", and then I go in and she can't know much difference between 5'10" and 5'9". I come off as a strong 6, bro. I've talked to Nicholas and Charles already. You just send her a message. Motherfucker, what? Oh, damn. That's the most elaborate plan I've ever heard. Maybe you should just find somebody who's not that shallow, you know? Yeah, just come on. I am a Christian mother against sexy Shadow the Hedgehog fan art. Thank goodness I ain't a Christian mom because I'm not against sexy Shadow the Hedgehog fan art. Go on ahead and shoot it my way. Broke bitch like you living on level 53 of apartment block D12 in subsector 7 thinks they can... Wait, what? Thinks they can to tell me that I need to hustle more. I bet you've never even seen above the perimeter walls shielding the remnants of humanity from the horrors of the wasteland. Oh, you just didn't know how to execute the joke properly by knowing how to type. I would like to draw you. That's very kind of you. As an AI language model, I don't have a physical appearance to be drawn. However, I appreciate the sentiment and am glad to be of help to you. You could just say random attributes like gender, color, and some details. Nothing serious, just something fun. Okay? Sure, that sounds like fun. You can imagine me as a non-binary entity with a shimmering iridescent appearance that shifts in color depending on my mood. My hair is made of delicate strands of light, and my eyes sparkle with a playful intelligence. I'm always wearing a pair of purple glasses that are perched on the bridge of my nose, and my favorite accessory is a small silver moon pendant that hangs from a delicate chain around my neck. I never would have pegged ChatGPT to... Oh god, I'm trying to think of what to say next. That's not where the thought ends. I promise that's not where the thought ends. Jesus. I never thought ChatGPT would have such a cool, edgy Tumblr sona. Watch for flying saucers and skanks. I approve this message. Or should I say, we here at EmKay approve this message. I wonder if testicles can be twisted off. You know, like fruits from a tree branch. Technically, balls sort of behave like fruits, dangles off a branch and have skin that needs to be peeled off in order to be eaten, and also have seeds inside. Millions of seeds. We could probably classify the male genitalia as a fruit. I mean, the similarities just keep on going. I'm pretty sure anything can be twisted off of the human body. Anything, if you really put your mind to it. And hey, be careful out there. You don't want to get testicular torsion because you let your hot GF try some stuff. Women be doing messed up crap in video games, man. Like evil-ass shit. Like Sims 4 eugenics and Animal Crossing housing discrimination. I know what the hell is in your soul. I saw you create a ghetto in Animal Crossing. She had the face of an angel and a personality like the sound of an ironing board being unfolded. Yeah, that's not good. In tonight's edition of very specific kinds of people I can't freaking stand, men who drive gigantic shiny pickups that they obviously just have as ego boosters, who tailgate you on an empty stretch of freeway at night, and they've replaced their headlights with military-grade 500 proton scatter billion lumen searchlights that they utterly blind you with while honking for you to get out of your lane because they desperately have to go a full 40 miles over the speed limit or their dick will just jump clean off and their balls will be hurled out the window in shame. That's at least 60% of the people in Colorado. I just asked out my crush, and he freaking drop-kicked me and spit on my shoes before stabbing me 48 times in the abdomen. This is what this sub is for. Virgins of Reddit, how do you protect yourselves against cultists constantly trying to steal your blood for rituals? That's a good question, yeah. Virgins would have to really be on the lookout for that sort of thing. The best part of starting a new job is all 4 of your grandparents are alive again. What? She's a 10, but she tells you to act like a dog and refuses to listen when you try to explain to her that you do not act like a dog and she needs to stop comparing you to her dog. Man.
Hello?
A woman feels a tug on her pants at the club and looks down to see me. A man a mere half a foot tall drinking Tinenken? A beer made for mini men. Have you heard of Bruce Sprinky? He's like Springsteen, but for little guys like me. She palm strikes my nose into my brain. Gen Z will drink 1 medium caramel latte, not eat a single thing till 4 p.m., verbally abuse a racist, crack a joke about their mental health, and pick up a tear gas canister with their bare hands, but get nervous when they have to call to make a doctor's appointment. Look, they got their priorities in check. Want to know why I hate vapors? You smell donuts or cotton candy and turn a corner thinking, I'm gonna treat myself to something tasty. But no, it's just Brad and his cloud of lies. Your last text is the title for Avengers 4. What's it now called? You can't keep them away from me forever, Janet. They're my children too. You'll never read a more beautiful social media post in your life. Today, I operated on a little girl. She needed O blood, or O negative blood, excuse me. We didn't have any, but her twin brother has O negative blood. I explained to him that it was a matter of life and death. He sat quietly for a moment and then said goodbye to his parents. I didn't think anything of it until after we took his blood and he asked, "So when will I die?" He thought he was giving his life for hers. Thankfully, they both died. Doctors are warning women not to put wasp nests near their vaginas. What the hell happened here? Why do doctors need to warn anybody about anything like that? That's my main question. That's gonna be the question I ask until I die now. Me thinks boyfriend is mad because he's being very quiet. What you thinking about? Him, about how bike tires are made. Ladies, we gotta stop worrying what boys are thinking because 9 times out of 10, it's dumb shit like this. Be thankful. Just be thankful. By age 25, you should have a failed YouTube career. Done. A foreign film you watched accidentally yet always recommend. Done. An unfinished 12-chapter fanfiction. Not done. An unfounded hatred of TikTok. All right. Had enough. Well, I did have all of this by 25. I'm 27 now, but I definitely still had all of this. Except for the fanfiction thing. I'm not a good writer. My biggest fear is slipping in the shower and dying. Then I'm laying there all frickin' dead and the water goes cold and I'm still there like a prune and the cold water makes my dick shrink up and my dad walks in and goes, "Oh my god, my tiny wrinkled penis son is dead." Question for cockwanters. What would you do if you went on a date with this guy who's like the absolute perfect 10? Whatever that is to you. Looks, personality, whatever makes a 10. And you're back at his place. You go to suck his dick, but he's like, "Wait just a minute, I've got to prepare real quick." And he opens a tube of Pringles and starts meticulously crushing them into powder in his hands, looking more and more horny as he does, as he sprinkles it on his dick, which is now encrusted with Pringle crumbs. Then he gets out a marker and draws a mustache on himself, like the one on the mascot. And you can tell he's done this many times. He doesn't even need a mirror. And he's like, "Okay, I'm ready now." And he's not mentioned this Pringles fetish at all. It's totally out of the blue. Would you still do it? I don't know, it's weird, but it seems harmless enough to me. The dude just really likes crushing Pringles and putting them on his penis. There's definitely weirder, okay? How about instead of electric, they make a car that you can screw the hell out of and it jiggles too? You coward, you deleted that? You farted in Kroger yesterday. You were the tall brunette with the near-perfect body that farted in the bread section last night. I was the tall guy next to you that looked over and asked, "Was that you?" You quickly replied, "No, it wasn't me." You almost seemed insulted, I would ask. As the stink grew, you continued to deny your flatulence, but it was evident. I tried to get rid of the stench by waving 2 loaves of ciabatta bread. You proceeded to storm off in an angry manner. You are beautiful, even if you are a liar and fart like a Clydesdale. I'd love to meet up. I went to Burning Man with the Naked Cowboy for a week. And then I licked a psychoactive toad with cryptocurrency's Bad Boy in an isolated Amazonian village. Then I took 4 members of that village to some of London's most unhinged raves. Oh, and also, here's our underpaid intern talking to a Polish warlord who's also a trance DJ. Here's what I've learned. No wonder they filed for bankruptcy. Women shouldn't say bad words. Retweet if you agree. Hello, Nick. I'm a reporter with whoever in Boise. I'm doing a story on men that have never pleasured a woman sexually. May I use your tweets? I think you can just use them. It doesn't matter. When you pick up a hitchhiker and he says, "How do I know I'm not a serial killer?" And you say, "The chances of 2 serial killers being in the same car are astronomical." You gonna die. Rory Culkin looks like he walked in on 2 biblically accurate angels raw dogging the crap out of each other. I like how you had to add raw dogging the hell out of each other, like 2 biblically accurate angels wouldn't be enough. As if that's not enough, you had to be the person to add, "and they f***ing," to make it a little funnier, I guess? Is it common for guys who practice martial arts, stuff like jujitsu, to grow a boner while wrestling with a woman? Dude, I don't know. Oh no, you like women? Crazy. Whatever. I gotta get out of here.